Start walking dish. T1 start spreading back out to B.
So much uncertainty in this round. Time might start to get a little bit short, but that's Salvos. Drop down, Izu, yeah. It's out of the pan and into the fire, and a bullet to the back of the brain while you're at it. Turka, short work, Buzz is close and personal, but the Classic can't really do too much in that spot, and this is just clean as anything from Vitality. I mean, talk about coming out swinging.
As a reaction off A pressure,
they're going to be meeting a hell of a lot of players though as well. Straight across the ropes, that is reinforcements arriving, but Buzz has already taken off the head of Trex. The squeeze is occurring right from behind to Stimmy to try and push this forward. Vitality, if they can stem the bleed in and stack some Buzz alongside him. Salvo's around. This is an awkward and tricky spot for Vitality to be in, and how are they going to be surviving it? They're not. Mowed down. Pincer maneuvers by Molly going to be landing onto the staircase of tower. They're going to be applying a lot of pressure now. We ask questions, how is Meteor going to be surviving against most of this? And how do you survive against that? Showstopper into the back wall. Buzz does well enough, at least a trade and a Steel Garden. Lay it down on top. Put a pause into the play, but Steel Garden, they're only working with pistols anyway. Still, Meteor steps forwards, dominates the angle. Back to the site now. Watchful eye onto it. Two players left to stand against it. Safe gets that trade off, but he's pretty much isolated. Not able to get a rifle in that spot.
Isu's pushed out Arcade again, or pushed out Dish rather, and about to arrive at Arcade. He'll meet Trex underneath. I mean, this is a terrible fight to take with the Stinger.
Yeah. Izu to be highly favored, tapping away, and finally, bullet land into the brain. Spike drop down on. It's just all really an impossibility for Safe at this point. He's locked into tower. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Tiny gap that Carpe's got to play in. But there's no shot for Safe.
No. If he can get one kill, then he'd be able to get his ult online. But even so, there's so many ult orbs around this map. At this point, I think, actually, it's just an opportunity for the rest of the team to be thinking about what's been going wrong in these last 3 rounds. There you go.
Okay.
Does manage to get the kill.
Won't be able to get the spike anytime soon, though.
No. No, the round is definitely still an impossibility. It doesn't matter how well he plays this situation. 3-2. And considering how weird position to have a defensive Teo in, I wonder if Vitality even think about this.
Carpe's already found an opening. Smokes, drop down, gives him a bit of safety, but with the salvos, yeah, pushed out into the open, so pick your poison situation for Izu. Kicks up onto the site, whips it around. Carpe attempt to try and push them back. Once more, that aftershock is just a bit delayed. The wraparound by Buzz needs to find value. Sees it. Back to the side, shoulder beacon out, and there's the one. Nade rebounds. He's hoping to isolate a fight. Now he's got the ult into his hands at that rocket. Let's see what he can get done with it. Showstopper. Just a bit of tickle damage, and Les was tucked to the corner himself. Snappy. Meteor doing quite a bit there. Time is still going to be ticking, and the aftershock was had to be expended nice and early here. And getting a move on. Up onto the site. Damage has been done to Trex here, but the Rolling Thunder is that immediate insurance policy. It's going to be buying that time, a window of opportunity, and Trex right from behind. Oh, evens it out, 4 versus 4, up towards drop now, and Izu is in a bit of trouble. It's a good stun, reactionary, rifle in hand. Short work of his opponents, and that's a spike drop down in his lap. Les will be forced to salvage the situation. Rapid on it, oh, wait a second, Buzz reveals the position. 2 stray bullets, and right into the open arms are Safe. So 1-2 combo, but a lot to overcome still if you are Vitality. Ults, thinking about it.
Launching smoke.
Carpe has to just play his life here. Wait, what are they going for?
They're committing it, yeah.
Wow.
They want to use ults to clear out this space on top of it, but right from behind, Carpe ends up losing the fight. Armageddon now, offloaded. This is looking manic. Even a molly at their feet, but already the players are up and ahead of all of this here. The Armageddon's going to be pushing them forwards, and the molly as well. Only the tiniest of windows to play in. Izu down on just 30 health. Comes down to these fights, and how do you take it? You've got to think Vitality not favored.
How is it even possible? They'd have to jump up and land an unholy
No
shot.
way in hell, they were waiting for the salvo combo, but again, how do you even get the spike? Man, it's just dropped off into their faces, and there's only 4 seconds left. They need this kill, and Izu knows it. Getting the mad scramble and dash, get the hell out of there, son, and he wins the round out. You're never going to see a round like that again. Flash onto the side, the Thorns through main. Deep push through the north side as well, so that putting the squeeze on any potential player. Meteor feeling pressure. That flash is good with the connection at least, but trying to isolate this fight down towards Sand and main. This is brave from him, but he's received the backup. Team's alongside him, and while this is going on, all that noise pressure, Trex might be just working his way into the B side. They're going to be committing the plant though, so not going to go for this one, at least with a rolling thunder. That does push them back and away, and T1 want to try and flood into this. Tucked into the site, is there any defense in order? Durka coming alive, and no one clearing this guy out.
I said he had to come alive, but they breach ulted him and didn't clear him!
One-man army!
They're not clearing him!
They're not clearing shite! The ult up, hello, gonna get that flash and players into his face! What a skirmish, a classic right click, tremendous value to be had. Buzz is right there with him though, rifle into the hand, tries to whip it out, but it's traded in time. 3 versus 3. You gotta remember this is the weaker buyer T1, so maybe not quite the exchange that Vitality were looking for, but cut noise. Now is the time for a bit of discipline from Vitality.
The question is, do you defend these guns or do you try to find the gap and get a plant down?
Vitality want a bit more map control. It's a deep flash to try and take control of Sand. Not willing to give up main control, as you mentioned.
Carpe uses his final smoke. That's going to allow this crossfire to still exist. Getting up really close with the classics.
Ult line kicks forwards, Meteor and Stacks together, trying to combine their might. Onto the side, just one left to survive. Meteor, not long for the world there. Cade. There's that molly at the feet alongside the smoke, so Carpe was ready for it, at least to a degree, but how long are you going to be able to at least survive? Not much longer. Still up and towards Heaven, and this angle, Meteor, rifle in hand! And my God, beautiful work from him.
Here's E2.
On high, easy from behind! On the ropes! Getting away with murder there, Les. Peekaboo. Stacks his time to shine. Him alongside Buzz made this very awkward indeed. Les, just one man, 28 health. Very difficult spot.
He's worried about Buzz coming from the tree, and Buzz has gone through tunnel to arcade. Great flank.
A lot of discipline on show. Bit of spam, aftershock, and now there's just no time to work with. Buzz knows it. Time to hide. Decent try by potentially and probably most likely landing over towards A now. Showing signs of life. Meteor with a drop down. It's perfect timing at that, but time is running short. There's only 9 seconds left. They're going to get themselves onto this site. It's a squeeze from every single direction, and it's all navigated. All by Vitality. At least from Vitality's side. That's the goal of things, but with Izu dropping now, and there's a wall into the face as well. Wait a minute! Buzz can't land that shot. Right into the face of kicks there, and he just to wrangle that rifle. Carpe stuck into the corner. What the hell happened there with rid of that util? Not too sure. Doesn't matter anyway. Cleaned up at the end of the day.
T1 are living.
T1, they've been knocked down. Peg or two. Meteor.
So deep.
Yeah, this guy is just taking liberties.
He's through.
In through the smoke. Arms out with a util, and guess what? Kicks is not ready with a rifle in hand.
Jump scared again.
Here's an ult. Trek's got to try and back himself away, but he's stunned up as well. T1 are so damn aware of the gaps and the potential to be played. What a combination. Oh, what a strike, just fries him. And now open side control. T1 with this plant. Need to hold this one down for the smoke though, and they realize it. Look up for the north side.
Look at this nice flash from Meteor.
Buzz taking this fight.
Oh, he played in front of the flash.
And Durka wins it. Cleans up one of the angles. Yet, okay, util out into the hands. These timings are being found, and it's all T1. Les, weakened, steps forwards, tries to take the challenge, leaves it down to safe. But boundary into their spawn, and Vitality setting themselves up even further now. They want to go potentially fast, but the nade's not committed.
Trex on arcade versus Izu. It's going to be a really big duel, and Izu has actually turned his back to it.
Yep, Carpe might be able to try and pick up the slack into that direction.
I mean, this is crazy.
Clearance into the corner. Carpe's only got a sheriff to work with. They don't even realize that they've crossed these timings up. Still, it's a rolling thunder cuts it up. Trex finally wins it. Return of the fire. Happens again, but tower control still maintained. T1 have got it for now. Can they hold on? Abundance of util, cacophony at that, aftershock into the corner, Les tanking it, but he gets half, and then maybe that potential win con. Is it what Vitality needed? Rifle in hand, Safe wins it out, and a 1v2, time ticking, kicks. He's been bought that win con. It was paid for with blood.
But again, and one lurk through dish, and it has worked about 50-50.
Natural through, trying to swing and take the fight straight to them. The doors were open wide here. And his kills flooded on either way, but still the weaponry is not ideal. Clicks, what the hell is he playing at?
What's going on
he's
here?
Run out of gun, I think. I think he's run out of bullets potentially. I'm not too sure.
He just didn't want to reload, but he was picking up weapons that only had 2 or 1 shot in them. It's a good job he didn't take a fight over there.
A little bit insane that's occurring here, and that operator was handed over to Buzz.
All missiles away.
Thorns activated.
13 health. Flash forwards. Dodges it with the timing. Misses the shot though, and that was a critical one. Good fight to win out for safe here. Tap it away. What the hell is occurring there? Trex is just bunny hopping into the site.
I do really like that. He's got the blast packs to escape, so it's not the worst decision in the world.
Meteor. Okay. Gonna be regretting that one. Needed the info though, just to ensure that they weren't pushing up, but yeah, it's a bullet to the chest.
They also just haven't been doing that. It's really unexpected from Vitality, because that's the first time I remember them trying to push north side on a mid-round timing to punish Meteor.
Vitality are in full control, honestly. They have been this entire second half. Flashing to the base. Armageddon, but there's that gap. Tiniest of margins, and Durkin to just play around. He's a menace with this operator. He has been the entirety of his half that he's had it safe. Shuts them down.
Carpe,
yeah.
Has he got a free one?
He's being hunted. He's being hunted.
Middle strike. If they give him the plant, that's a powerful post-plant tool.
Smokes to cut them up. At this point, getting a bit of a read as well. There's been no re-clearance out towards A main. Vitality have full control of this one, so Les should be aware, but now he needs to step up to that challenge, and it was Trex the one who was really tested into this spot as well. Les needs to dominate it. Went out that shot and just back himself away. Tucked to the side, didn't know if he was compromised out towards Jenny and Ralph from the side. What a shot from Durka. It's a showstopper. Stopping around the rifles, he's got one more satchel to play with, and this is it. They're going to be applying that pressure, turning up the heat, and T1 are in trouble.
Isu, I think, has got to be the playmaker for T1 right now. He's in tunnel.
It's perfect. Flushing them out wide. And it's Les is the one who steals that kill. Down and around. It's just Isu. And Durka's already on the defuse. Half forward, not planted for him. He's going to land these shots, but he can't get there in time. Vitality dominate the second half to sail it away here on Fracture for that early lead in the series.
What an awesome recovery. What a great example of a team that's able to rely on their experience, dig deep, put a lot of the responsibility onto...
No, so the jig is up, but still, Meteor only just getting reinforcements, and he's unaware of the lurk up. Les has already posted up onto that position. Buzz is rapid onto the scene again, Sheriff in hand, but Vitality cleaning them up, filling up the feed. Plants down for them, full control.
And that's a massive loss there. Not being able to keep track of that short lurk. Durka goes for the swing, super confident as ever.
Gonna time it up with a util. Pays for it with his life, but you can't imagine there's too much more trouble. What is that from Trex?
Down, aren't they? Because Buzz is the playmaker in this round.
T1 nice on the depth at this point. Swinging out wide, finally Meteor be paying the price.
There are 3 Phantoms in this round, by the way, just to point that one out.
Stacks does get just a 1. Pretty essential for Vitality to keep these guns to the next coverage. Okay, it wasn't quite there, but Kicks just gets off the plant anyway and rapping from behind.
This isn't even a Phantom.
Okay. It's not the gun that perhaps Buzz was looking for. These players are weak. Economic damage is quite important. He's not getting anything now. Buzz can do damage. Be lovely to build up towards one step closer into the ult. Force forwards into a tight corner, and Trex watchful eye onto that avenue. So Vitality's economy.
It's walking forwards on short right now, and that is where the Vitality block is going to end.
They're just holding for him as well. Still finds the kill.
He's got one and he's got out.
Yeah, should be surviving. It's good information to be gathering, but
this could get really dangerous here.
Get dangerous.
There's 35 seconds left.
Time is of the essence. Less forwards as well. Another fight. Oh my god, he held his ground. No itchy trigger.
He's pulling the defenders. He's actually doing such a good job here, Les.
It's a beautiful job at that. So maybe made it more winnable. Still Izu, he's got the 1. Util's going to be expended. That's a seize that does connect. Kicks is forced to drop the spike off to the
They're going back through the teleporter. They're going back to Les.
Bro, you've only got about 11 seconds
Wait,
left.
what are they doing?
What is a call to be made? The players are out of the open, man.
I mean, they need a hero.
Yeah, right now looking lost. It might seem a bit doomer from us here, but honestly, so much of Bind just comes down to stopping the snowball potential at Izu. Now going to be challenged, tested into this spot as a rapid approach by Les. There's no trade in sight here from Trex. That was a stimmied up Viper running into your face. Izu still going to try and isolate some of these fights potentially. That's Durka, alt, offloaded, showstopper, round to the side. Collects the kill, Izu. Still a lot to do. Damage was done. Softened up Durka. Follow-up damage was there. Stacks from behind. The best chance the T1 have had in a long bloody time. And Trex left alone here with only seconds to spare. He will topple.
I said that.
He's kind of done the damage here because he's going to be pulling players away.
Here's the push.
Here's the push. And in through the wall as well. An attempt to punish by Les. Swinging out wide. He's going to damage him, but Buzz, oh, he's locked into the corner. Stunned up. Satchels, though, back to safety. And now there's the response. Vitality. They want to be rapid here. Up through the main choke and still finds their shot. Buzz, where are you nailing that one from?
He's one away from Showstopper.
Out through onto this site. It's Vitality. They're poking, they're prodding. Bullets are flying. Tapping away with the plan, just trying to bait out some of this util. Buzz! He's dominated! At least through the smoke, that's just raw spam as well, following those sound cues out, but Meteor's still alive and kicking. And a bit of damage through the box, not enough to get the second kill he needed. Match TP, it's an evacuation. Time to run the hell out of there.
Trex, they've given him the spike so that he can get the orbital strike off the end of this. Didn't have the molly, so Meteor's going to be able to cross, get into sight on a quicker timing.
Damage done to the safe, though. Still potentially winnable, you got to imagine. But as you said, orbital strike has been earned up.
And the salvos, too.
Salvos, and safe is already rotating all the way around.
It should be a checkmate for Meteor. He's going to have to pull out something unbelievable to win this.
He takes out Trex. Can't give up onto this fight nice and early, but it's not Bangle at that still.
There goes the orbital strike.
Good precision. Salvo's forced out. Time is going to start to tick here. And it's running short here for Meteor to try and make a play, try and get that win con.
He threw the salvos from hookah, so that's where he thinks he is.
And now he's wrapped all the way around, but he's finally shown presence. But this time, the circle is shrinking and safe. Might be opting into themselves. Steadily as it goes. Creeping forwards onto the angles and a wide swing. That is going to be explosive. Okay, let's not ready for that.
Reaction should be coming out here from Vitality in through B. Isu required a lot of. He does actually have the Nightfall to try to slow this down if he wanted to go crazy with it.
Just going to be playing his life for now, though. Will be that retake, even though you don't quite have the weaponry. You probably need the kills still.
Nobody committing to the flank for the retake. All coming through CT.
Yeah, that's an old committed orbital strike to try and cut up this side, but nobody's ready to even play off of this one. It's an unusual one by T1. They want to try and go for this once more. Trex.
Steel Guard.
Planting, Steel Garden. Sidearms out. Time to shine.
It's a pistol round.
They're being absolutely offloaded in terms of, every single piece of util ultimates all being used. Nightfall on top of it. Durka cut up into the corner here, but the rifles are back out and ready and waiting. Trex, he's found himself too. Drifting in and out, they need to time these fights correctly. 1v2, safe, almost monstrous for Meteor. He's expecting signs of life, but the squeeze is occurring as well straight through hookah. This is a rapid approach. Durka deep into the smoke. See if he wants to explode out into the site. Trailblazer dealt with, hot on the heels though, and the smokes to cut this up. Partitioning into the site!
How did he get two?
What is occurring there? Just a shorty in hand, making sure to clean up the stragglers now. T1 hot on the scene, making sure to supplement that defense, pushing forward though. The trade needs to be intact, and it's there.
Forced into it.
Walking all the way up, Thorns at their feet. Nobody ended up breaking that one, but out into the open. That's Durka. He's a sitting duck at that point. There's an Armageddon that's even expended. Vitality, got to try and go after this one, otherwise it's just going to be wasted unless it's the one to pave that way. Forward to the flash, refight against him. Stacks, he's dropped down to his knees. He's going to be able to see all, and Izu is rapid with the wraparound. Vitality themselves looking to flip the map all the way around. Here. Running rings around each other, and it's all about this game of timings. Who's going to be spotting it first? Bullet to the side, and now an instant retreat.
That timing was perfect. I mean, they had to wait until the KO had actually died, because if they stepped in front of him, they would have been spotted.
18 seconds left to play with here. Nade rebounding. Safe, while he's onto the plan, sticking it, damage done. Weakened, but just with the operator. I mean, Buzz is going to need an absolute miracle. The flick of the wrist does not hit. And triggered the wall, but still got a lot of thorns to contest with.
It's dog into Showstopper. The dog getting information, finding the victim.
I mean, it's a hard committed angle as well. You might as well just use it now. Yeah, with the let loose. And still, to pre-fire into the smoke, drifting in and out here. Meteor's way ahead of all of this. My God, it's a secret to his back, and he's spotting players. Just maybe ships in the night. What the hell is occurring here? Feed is built up this way, that way. Meteor still alive. 25 health to his name, and he's done the damage surely. Less forced to pick up those pieces, but he is no more. See if he can be the playmaker. Here it is, Showstopper, around to the side. No targets found. Damage done, just softens up a few of them, but he's only got the operator, but the Thorns enough to potentially slow it down. Juggling with the shoulders, the wall to bait out, and orb into their face, and everybody going to be skipping and hopping up and over it, but time has been bought as T1 are back into the fight, back into the fray. Izu back to the wall. A rifle into hand at that, tap into the side, a plant online, it needs to be a defense in order. Buzz, he's found his mark, off to the side once more, but a shot missed, going wide. Vitality, just two left to stand, Lesson kicks, and there's a pit. It's going to be smothering up this site. Bit of a blight onto it, but it might be able to help them out now, unless I don't even want to go for a peek of his own. He looks like he was considering it. The pit doesn't stretch far enough.
The pit is so good for Kicks to play around with the Stinger. They're trying to get value inside of it, trying to get information from the horn, from the knife.
Oh god, just a bit of decay damage kicking in, and listen, just scraps is really what T1s are working with, and the time standard tick here. Bodies to the side, jumping into the fight. Double face as well. Less.
With a headshot.
Yeah, bullet to the brain, just through the wall, and that's what saved him. Still going to be weak, but oh my god, he is hard committed onto that angle and even wins the fight out as well. It's going to be a dog flying forwards, TP engagement. They're trying to put the pressure down and applied onto B Long. On top of it, Vitality winning out the fight onto the other side of the map. Still putting a stop to this. Trex, it's an anchor smoke. He's going to be layering this one down. He's going to try and dominate it. At that still, Carpe just steps into it, and Salvo's avoided for now. Plant still needs to go down, and Carpe does liberties taken and risks in order. He's made it even. 2-2 now. Definite chances. A boombot kill right from behind. Carpe not anticipating, but what a shot from Izu. Round and damage done. Softened up prior. Izu set up for that three-piece.
Durka is not fighting showers. He can walk in.
Goal. It's lovely. Slightly ajar.
Yeah, they're one step ahead in this round. Anticipating the Meteor lurk, anticipating Izu's lurk as well. This might even end up being a bit of a save here. There's still a minute on the clock, but if T1 don't find another pick, you don't want to allow things to run away.
It's like jump spot. Maybe if Stax was able to get a kill, we'll consider going for it, but
they are still going to be slow playing and looking for another opportunity into the round, but don't know whether Vitality are going to give it.
No, jump spot should be playing Durka in, especially with the shot revealing your positioning, and Durka going for that slider stuff swings, even with the old Stimpy to get the hell out of there, and look at that timing. Buzzes straight round to the side. It's a showstopper and intuition off the charts. But that game sense, securing a kill onto Trex. There's an in, there's an opening, but there's 13 seconds left to play with, and a smoke has to be used across. Kicks late with a spam, but the salvos. Carpe, how are you managing this one? Tiny window, stun connects, spamming away inside the smoke, and Kicks. He's gone away with it. Buzz steps forwards. They need another one, can't adjust it in time. Tried to snap it up to heaven, and it's all down to Stax. IGL 1v3. Pressured, 8 bullets left. 2 bullets left. 1 player remains. Upgrade obtained. Flash over the top, and Stax, you absolute beast. Give away too many more of those, and safe. Close quarters combat, Nightfall connects, he rebounds, he's right in their faces, man. Gets the one. Supplemented, I think, just from that nade that Durka sent flying, but the sound cues are cut away. The flash through into their face as well, an attempt to deny the plant. What a shot by Kicks, and Durka's still here, man. Won't be removed. Stax left to do it again. In the same spot. Boombot in your face, damage done to a few, lining them up, but this time, not getting done.
Round play that we saw from Vitality, actually. Double smoke, waterfall, out from hookah.
Heavy face of the players. They are looking to flood out, at least with Buzz, but he's flashed up. Sky high. Vessel's tracking him.
And no ability for the spam on the horns.
Thorns placed down, re-clear, called here by Vitality, and damage is being done, at least by Izu, but the trade, lead fired through, and that's going to be Izu dealt with, leaving it down to just Meteor. Spikes drop down, but it's a 1v3.
Yeah, and look at Vitality. They're grouping up in the 1v3, determined not to let Meteor do what Stax did to them.
Tap, Meteor, to try and force the issue. Pushes place forward, that's a team flash! Oh my! It's all gone to pot! And another chance! The tracking's just not quite there!
On the line, they're the team with the ultimates. Vitality also need to invest to try to keep things equal.
Kicks just spotting the heads out there. Flash up and out, and over with a Steel Garden, lighting them up. Nothing to deal with that one with the Haunt. Easy target, still as an orbital strike is used. In response, tempting this one, Buzz is still forwards onto this angle. Perch. Right out, Trex just dominates it. Out and over now. Thorns alongside it. Players are scattered, and T1 looking for options, looking for answers. They're not going to get it. Durka spamming the right place on top of it. Stacks. Map here, so going to be a level of awareness here for Vitality. They know that it's going to be a slow default, at least for now, but could rapidly change into something else entirely. Safe is just ahead of all of this. Trying to play ahead of the underhanded flash, but he's blinded up anyway. Can't land that kill. Stacks forwards. Buzz is the one there. Tip of the spear. Showstopper in his hands. Again, smokes.
Again, Stacks is not using the null command on the exec. He's saving it. Got to find the right timing here, though.
Possibly for Durga's ultimate.
There.
Here and out. Good flash dodge. Buzz tries to swing into it. Durga's still alive. Could be a problem. Nade. Not sure if that was meant to go in that direction there. Defensive positions by T1. Everybody backing away. Rolling retreat. Spike is down. It's one of the best positions they've been in quite some time here. Forwards.
They have Molly after this. They have Orbital Strike. It's essentially checkmate at this point for T1.
And just dragging it down the time. T1 needed it. Les is going to try and do some damage here on either side of things. Make sure you can take away the guns, which is important.
I mean, that is brutal for T1's economy.
Through B long, they've been struggling to get any sort of foothold so far in this half.
And it feels like if Durga just holds this showstopper, Stacks is never going to ult.
No. Never going to use it. They're going to take that initiative. It's a flash through, but anti-played kicks. Okay, just backs himself out. Will get at least a trade-off. Equalizing it in the process. T1 feeling that heat. It's a Nightfall expended now and another flash forwards. It's Kicks taking the initiative. Backs himself away now. Wants to try and dominate the position and make sure that there's no easy access in through hookah. Drops down though with no sound cues. It's a difficulty. The smoke's going to be fading. Fight one out. Kicks is a menace to society. Vitality. Clean it all up in the end. 13-9. 2-0. Almost as clean as you can get it.
And they were in control of both of the second halves on our maps today.